Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another book review. Today, we are reviewing Anne of Green Gables by L.M. Montgomery. This is another one of such books where you can just tell that I genuinely enjoyed it. You can see almost every page is marked, and there are writings in pencil all over the book. There was just a lot to take in, a lot to digest. So let's get into the book. Marilla Cuthbert and Matthew Cuthbert are getting old, and so they need someone to help them with work at Green Gables, which is their small house. They decide to adopt a young boy to help them with their work. So they send out a message, and following a series of misunderstandings and miscomprehensions and miscommunications, they end up with a red-haired 11-year-old girl. Anne, with an E, is nothing they wanted, but she is everything they needed. Anne gradually becomes the heart and soul of everything that goes on at Green Gables. If I was some Gen Z enthusiast, I would say that Anne is a whole mood. Like, she is superbly interesting. She has her own personality, her own identity that is unique and different from everyone else's. Her greatest strength is her powerful imagination, the ability to use her mind to augment her reality and to cope with the difficulty that she is in. Like, she really understands the power of the mind at such a young age. In fact, when I was reading this, I remember it striking me at some point that Anne is everything that is good, perfect, that is noble, and that is immaculately pure about childhood. As time goes on, Anne has to battle it out with her own personal weaknesses and deficiencies, and also go up against the world and the strong and harsh realities of the world that she is surrounded by. And I remember that I was praying so hard while I read this book that as she grows up from 11 years old until later in life, she does not lose that her unique personality, that her very I would say cutely optimistic way of looking at life and interpreting her realities. I was praying that she grows up without growing up. Anne is you and I when we were still ambitious and romantic in an unlimited, unrestrained manner. And I just had such a beautiful time reading this book. There is a total of about 5 books in the series, which details Anne's life in stages as she gets older and older. And my partner has read up until I think about the 4th one, but I just read the 1st and the 2nd. I don't want to continue because I'm afraid that Anne will grow up and the story is not just going to be the same. It's not going to be the same Anne, the 11-year-old, fierce, feisty, optimistic little girl who showed up on Green Gables. Even though it sounds like a book for children, Anne of Green Gables actually has a lot of deep meaning or deep themes. For example, you see Marilla Cuthbert, who has never been married, who has never had a child, confronted with this child who just quickly fluctuates between two extremities, and she has to question her own ability to be a parental figure, her ability to guide and protect and love and constrain this child without destroying that her youthful spirit and her amazing personality. It's one of those books that you just cozy up with, and the story just warms your heart, even though it does have unexpectedly real moments, especially towards the end. And to see how Anne gradually grows and confronts those challenges, becoming the best possible version of herself, is just so satisfying. Anne of Green Gables, grab a copy Trust me, you will love it. See you in the next review.